It is a fact that America today is one of the richest countries in the world. However, we are also one of the poorest. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the Financial Couch. Today, I'm going to give you guys some pretty eye-opening facts about the average American today and their financial situation. And while you may know some of these things, I guarantee you some of these will actually be pretty eye-opening. It's a shame to see how far people will go today to get that amazing Instagram picture to impress the people they really don't care about. That being said, the first one is regarding credit card debt. How much would you say the average American has in credit card debt today? It may or may not surprise you, but the average American has roughly $6,000 worth of credit card debt. Whether that surprises you or not, consider this. That $6,000 in credit card debt has a 20 to 25% interest rate. So if the average American doesn't pay it back by the end of the year, that would have accumulated over $1,500 worth of debt. So now the total is $7,500, even though they only spent $6,000. So it's really simple. Just pay off your credit card at the end of every month and you won't pay a penny in interest. Next, how much student loan debt do you believe there is collectively today among Americans? Let's just say if Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and Warren Buffett wanted to come together and pay it off for millions of Americans, they would still come up very, very short. While these gentlemen have very impressive resumes, the collective student loan debt in America is hovering at right around $1.7 trillion. That number is so astronomical, I can't even come up with a good analogy for you to put that into perspective. But the bottom line is that it does not have to be this way. When you go see a doctor, do you ever ask him where he got his degree from? Most likely the answer is no, because all you care about is that he has his medical license and his degree. For most majors in college, it really doesn't matter where you get your degree from. All that really matters to your employer is what your degree is in and your work ethic. When choosing a college, I can almost guarantee, the disclaimer being almost, that a smaller, cheaper college versus a super expensive big state school is going to make absolutely no difference whatsoever in your long-term career. So don't be part of this $1.7 trillion stat. And don't take out student loans unless you absolutely have to. Better yet, there are a lot of other cheaper and better options out there, such as community college and trade school, but that's a topic for a future video. Moving on, how many Americans today do you think are living paycheck to paycheck? Basically, how many people do you think are waiting till payday until they can finally afford to pay rent, afford to buy groceries, and etc.? A study concluded that 58% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That is basically saying that if these people were to hypothetically lose their jobs, they would be in deep financial trouble and they would not be able to afford anything to live. They wouldn't be able to pay their rent next month or buy groceries, etc. So long story short, just get on a budget and live below your means. Next, how many Americans do you think could not come up with $2,000 if an unexpected expense came up? Let's say their air conditioner goes out or their car breaks down out of nowhere. How many Americans do you think can come up with $2,000 on the spot? Disturbingly, 1 in every 4 Americans cannot come up with that money. That's right, out of 4 of your coworkers at work, 1 of them is unlikely to be able to come up with $2,000 at a moment's notice. I really have no idea how people are able to live like this without going to bed with extreme anxiety. Honestly, it's giving me anxiety just thinking about it, so if you don't want to be in this group, hit that subscribe button down below. Just save the money, and trust me, you'll thank me later. And finally, how many millennials do you think have a retirement savings? And just to clarify, millennials are those people born between 1981 and 1996. So in 2022, these people are between the ages of 26 and 41. Amazingly, more than 40% of millennials admitted to not having anything saved for retirement. So retirement savings is definitely a big problem today in America, especially in the younger generation. I'm convinced this is likely due to the fact that social media has influenced the younger generation that you need to spend your money while you're young and you should spend it now while you're young instead of saving it for later. The sad reality is that when they retire and can't physically work anymore and they still have a few more decades of life to live, they realize they have no money to last them the rest of their lives. I believe this just comes down to a lack of financial literacy and that the younger generation just doesn't realize the impact it has if they save their money now instead of later. Hopefully these numbers get better, but only time will tell. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video and you learned something new, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. I'm posting brand new videos every single week on this channel that you don't want to miss. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.